boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to the Thunderdome. Thunder, no. Greetings and salutations, y'all. We are kind of cleaning up things. Hopefully we're going to be doing a little bit of epic work soon. I'm honestly not entirely sure what it is I want to be doing this morning. I'm hoping Tobrel decides to sneak in kind of soon and help drive this train a little bit. Let's see. Just keep grabbing this guy. Just keep slowly feeding it. Keep slowly feeding my big Jim. I think Tobrel told me I could get to 1,000. So we'll kind of fiddle with that a little bit. I'm a little bit in a weird place. I have 14 minutes left on a Greater Elixir of Discovery. Just part of the reason why I kind of want to wait. Plus I have a 45 minutes on a Sovereign pot. So I don't want to be wasting the time on stuff like that. I'm kind of hoping that Tobrel will show up. We can do a little bit of big kid stuff, which is kind of what I'm trying to avoid. Too much shenanigans here. Also, does this do anything anymore? This is giving like parrying and stifle dodge. Also, these goggles are like some miscellaneous goggles that I had at 25 for a little bit. So you need to work on that. Slab says you got all the sagas prepped in Slayer's Aims. Not quite. Not quite. But because I'm not gonna go prep Slayer Zones. If I do the Slayer Zones, I'm gonna do the Slayer Zones as part of the leveling process. Doesn't mean that we won't go do that. And I'm not worried about prepping in advance. At least not currently. But if I do an epic TR, which is pretty likely that I'll be doing one pretty soon. If not, I'm going to go run around, grab all the sagas and for Gildernown, and then just TR. But I kind of want to get like some first times in. Like I haven't done Sharn at all, like Sharn Part 1 yet. And I'm sure there's some. I haven't done Wayloon. I haven't done Thunderhome. So we'll see where things land. Again, I'm kind of hoping that Tobrel can slide in. I'm not his boss, so I can't like make him appear. What else was I looking for? I was looking for something. I honestly don't know if we need this anymore. So what I've been trying to do is I've been trying to reduce how much stuff is in my reincarnation cache and how much stuff I've been keeping in my shared storage for the last little bit. Wish you could do big stuff, kid stuff, but you're in bed. You have to work. Yep. Get some sleep, my friend. I appreciate everything. The other thing that's like odd that's going on right now is we're trying to. I've been looking at some of the Black Friday sales, and there's actually quite a bit in the Black Friday sales that are worth taking a look at right now. Not just in DDO, although I did spend a little bit of money on DDO over the weekend, or over the sales already. But that's probably done. Probably, he says. But make sure this doesn't have any information on here. I think we're good. So anybody who's been interested in a little while, the Grizzly wood burning stove is the stove I've been looking at. It's currently on sale for not quite $100, which is not unreasonable. Not too bad. I've been looking at getting a new kitchen knife for quite a while, and I've been looking at this Tops dicer. Think it will kind of do everything I've been looking for. Like it's a big knife, not heavy per se, but heavier than what I'm currently using. It's on sale for like $100 off. I've been looking at some solar panels. I've been looking at these in particular. These high efficiency monocrystalline blah blah blah. They're currently on sale for $180 a piece. If I want to get to just under 1,000 watts, which is kind of what I'm looking at, would be 6. And 6 of these bad boys is a lot of money. So looking at that. I've also been threatening to buy a GoPro for recording some other videos. It's about $150 off. No, sorry, it's about $50 off. I can't math. It even says right here, save $50. So I've been looking at the GoPro Hero 8. It kind of does everything I've been looking for it to do. Is 4K. Like I said, it kind of just does all the things I've been looking for. So I might pull the trigger on this. But yeah, we've been looking at stuff. Looking at some stuff. There's one or two other little purchases that I have been considering as well that I don't want to necessarily get into right now. So today is not a stressful day. Stressful day is not the right word, but definitely a day where I am considering many options. Alright, let's look at the DDO Gear Dream Team here really quick also, since we're talking about looking for things. So, Tubrell and I have been collaborating on the future of Samus, doing iconic stuff, doing big kid things a little more often. Now, this is normally not something that I'm particularly interested in. I'm not particularly good at worrying about this kind of stuff. I'm usually just a person that kind of stumbles across my gear. And then I find like the piece that makes everything go together, and then I'll form it. So I'm not usually somebody who's, oh, we got to do XYZ or whatever. That being said, Tubrell and I kind of did some brainstorming, and we may have assembled a gear list. Now, some people are going to look at this and go, Samus, why do we care? Why does this matter? Well, part of the reason why it kind of matters is because while you're at level 30, and I feel like I can contribute to big kid things, now's the time to kind of shoot for some big kid things. So yeah, I don't know. We'll just have to try. Alright, so let me scroll down here. If I click on Dividends of Spring, does it... Yeah, okay. This is what we're looking for. Alright, so the easy place to start on this kind of shenanigans here, right, is the 4-piece winter set. So, I don't have a convenient way to, like, make certain things fit on the screen while others don't. There we go, this will work. Okay. So right now we're looking at a Crown of Snow. We're looking at the Winter Court necklace. Looking at the Strap of Autumn Leaves. And we're looking at the booties. So the crown will cover Spell Focus, Insightful Spell Focus. Yeah, that's pretty much it. The necklace will cover the Greater Boon of Undeath, or Negative Healing Amp, Profane Spell Focus 2, Profane Life Force. People are like, wait a minute, that's an undead belt. You're not an undead build. Correct. I'm not currently. But the odds that I will not... The odds are heavily that I will return to the Pale Master roots. Probably pretty heavily. In which case, then this necklace is very, very good. Strap of Autumn Leaves is the artifact that crosses both things. It covers our intelligence, magical sheltering, armor, magical efficiency, which is an enchantment discount to spells. And then the boots, Insightful Con, Quality Con, Freedom, Fortitude, blah, blah, blah. So that's a 4-piece set. So that's going to give 20% legendary bonus to hit points, 15% to healing, repair, negative healing, and 25 to physical resistance. Like those all are pretty good. Now, the real part that kind of makes this go weirdly together, the autumn set. So by gluing both of these things together, I think we kind of covered most of what we're looking for. Mostly. Alright, so we want the light armor. And that's going to give us our spell lore, spell power, physical sheltering, parrying, etc. So I also don't think it looks terrible, but this is on a gnome, which is also good because I will probably end up being a gnome. But we'll see. Duskbone ring. The 2 rings that come out of here, I feel like one of them's very good. I think the Ring of Falls Decay is really good. The Duskbone ring, I think, is medium. But I think our goal is to get a 7-piece crammed in. So Falls Decay hits the Nullification and Null Lord, so we're good. If we glue in Eldritch Knight and we go primarily Acid, then we're good. Things kind of all glue together. If we get the Duskbone, gives us our Tripping DC, Ghostly. It doubles up on our Profane Life Force, which I'm not a huge fan of. But that means that if we end up switching our out of the Winter Necklace for something else because we're not a Pale, then it's there again. So that's nice. Let's see, what else do we have on the list? The Strap of Autumn Leaves. Obviously, we talked about the Strap of Autumn Leaves. That's the belt. The bracers. I really like these bracers. Tobrel is not as big on these bracers as I am. The reason why is because this has Power Store. It should potentially... No, it says an enchantment bonus. So it's probably not going to stack. If it did stack, it would be great. Why one's called Power Store and one is just different, as I'm not sure. So this may or may not overlap with the... I don't remember which thing. I think it doesn't really matter. But resistance, vitality, poison resistance covers a lot of basics. We already talked about the mail, the bracers, dread ringers. Which one's that? Which one's that? Gloves. Profane Spell Focus, some spell penetration, and a bunch of spell points. Not bad. And then the Cloak of Autumn. Cloak of Autumn. So that's Insightful Con again, unfortunately. But it is lesser displacement. 50% acid absorption. I'm not sure how much acid absorption is actually needed in places, but it's on this, so maybe some. And this feat Wind Through the Trees, which when you look that up, basically gives... if something hits you, I think you get a 5% chance to knock it down. But the main thing is this is a 7-piece, I believe. Double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep. So this also crams in a 7-piece Autumn, which it all adds up. It all adds up a lot. 4 to Intelligence, Wisdom, and Charisma. 3 to Spell DCs. 15% bonus to Universal Spell Critical Damage. Some spell points, percentage-based spell points too, mind you. Some extra spell critical, and some extra spell power. So hopefully this gear set will kind of glue a lot of stuff together. So we also have some potential, and this I think could be reused quite a bit on a lot of the builds that I find attractive, with the possible exception of the Winter Necklace. So if I'm not going Pale Master, then I'll have to find a different Winter set to string in, as some level 29 to level 30 gear. Otherwise, what are we doing? We're looking for a bunch of different Sharn things, which I don't mind doing, but you have to, like... There's a lot of pieces of Sharn gear. This is 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 pieces of gear. So, cramming 11 pieces of gear into my shared bank / TR cache is nowhere near as difficult as putting together or keeping... You know, I already have, like, this whole tab is full, basically. At least 20 pieces of legendary Sharn gear already, and we haven't even scratched the surface on, like, assembling the Sharn gear. We haven't looked at assembling Ravenloft gear. I haven't done a Ravenloft run yet. So there's a bunch of stuff that still needs to be done. It's a matter of getting people willing and able to help drag things around. Well, I killed about as much time as I think I can kill without actually doing anything. And I think this means that we need to probably just get started on some gear situations. Or some questing situations. We do have some issues, again. We always do. Always, always, always. So I currently have a 5-piece prowess set up in this Cirith. Which, that critted pretty good. So it looks like it's about 300, 350. Right? It seems pretty reasonable. But now, I also have a legendary Moonbeam, which is not my favorite. But it is about 100 more points of damage. And if I remember correctly, its double strike is much higher. We're at a 50% double strike.
I've done my part.
For 49. Okay, so it's one, like half a percentage higher. I thought it was much higher. I don't know. It doesn't really matter that much. So, this is kind of what we're looking at. This has got 2 slots in it at the moment.
I've done my part. Get out there and finish.
So I need to figure out what to glue into stuff. And everyone keeps recommending that I do... Just kind of like get this one to 2. And then fiddle with my artifact once I find it. So really, I need to be looking for that belt. The other item I've been looking at as a fill-in piece of gear. We still have this shared? We do. So let me pull this up and pull that belt back up because we might try exploring or looking for that ring really quickly, or not that ring, that belt really quickly. Just give me the autumn set, please. Sorry, trying to find the. There we go. Pull that. Pull this up in its own tabby. The other artifact that I'm looking for is called. There's so many thes. What was it called? There's an artifact ring. Mine artifacts. I cannot for the life of me think of what it's called. I think it's from the Soul Splitter quest. The Blood Sigil ring. From the Lost Gatekeepers. Any chest. So, this gives us a thing to kind of do. So maybe, any chest. Maybe what we do is we go find one of these chests that's easy to farm. I don't hate that. So which of the Gatekeeper quests do I actually think is the easiest? Not Home and Memory, because some of those chests are around. Wait, is that right? Yeah, no, not that one. Heart of the Problem, Rosemary's Ballad, Sacred Bounty, Housekeeping. Heart of the Problem's the mine. Probably a pass. Although that one's pretty quick with a... Maybe that would be okay? I don't know. Rosemary's Ballad. Again, that's the one with the maze that's a little bit more difficult to find, but there are some optionals in there. Sacred Bounty is the one that I think is the worst. So Housekeeping is the Hag quest. Wait, what's the other one then? Home of Memory. It's possible that we could just do this. This would not be the worst, I don't think. Let's try this. Let's go grab a couple of Bull Strength and Bear Endurance potions. Let's see if we can farm that just a little bit. Just a little bit. I don't know what else I got going on. I don't got nothing else going on. Again, I'm killing time, hoping that Tobrel decides to come on, or Beef, or somebody else. It takes me by my little grubby hand and says, "Here, let's do something, Samus." Otherwise, I slide directly into... Why am I not getting experience mode? Why am I not TRing? The answer is, I don't know. Just don't want to waste this last 15 minutes of things. Scroll vendor. We could scroll vendor. I was just thinking we'd grab the potion vendor though. Let's see. We have to have this buff, so let's get like whatever. We'll get 10. 10 should ransack a chest, right? Where's my audio? It's going. Just quiet today. I don't know what's up with it. And then we run past a waterfall. Sounds about right. Sounds about right. There's actually quite a few, like, weird things that I'm... Sobrel always is like, why are you so obsessed with weird, random... I should go back in here and pick up a healer. Random, like, niche pieces of gear to farm, to level. I'm like, I spend most of my time not at level 30. So, for example, one of the things I'm actually interested in is the big version of the cloak that I'm wearing cosmetically. It's, I think level 28, though. I thought it was level 27 when I was originally kind of excited to farm it out, but I think it's 28, which makes it a little less good. The difference between 27 and 28 doesn't seem like that much, except the difference between 28 and 29 is not that much. But at 29, you put on your big kid things. Alright. I'll repeat this. I don't plan on actually repeating the whole thing. But, with the button. I think that's just the only quest I actually need. But we'll, like I said, we'll re-pick up all these. To the Cerulean Hills. On normal. Level 3. How am I going to make it? Ugh. Alright, so I was also told that people like to do this one quest first. The quest I'm actually going to first. Which I was like, that seems so weird. But the reason why I think that's weird is because I normally do this stuff for heroic experience. And if you do that, in my experience, you want to do rescuing the captives and work your way around.
Over the prices, several objects escaped from the cave. Fairly certain none of the items being discussed were legally.
Alright. I don't think I could pull off a Reaper, so we'll just do Elite. I don't know if that adjusts the drop rate for artifacts. I don't know. I know very little when it comes to farming for this kind of stuff.
Local orcs have transformed this cave into a shrine. Something glimmers nearby. It must be one of the
We'll
visions
ignore that stuff.
of the gatekeeper's spell. A groan from the nearby cot shows that this orc elder is alive, though not in a condition to receive guests.
Hey, focus on the mission.
Something has given us an invisibility guard. I wonder what that is. Must be something kind of new in our gear setup. Huh, I don't know.
I'm taking damage.
Yeah, you're taking damage. So I'm not sure we're going to keep any particular sentience gem also. I like the hopeful typically, but even to me that felt a little bit annoying. Oh yeah, that's nice. Come on. Drink this guy.
A screen
Drink.
blocks your path.
Drink this
Decorated
guy.
with masks and totems. To your
I'm
surprise,
ready.
One of the totems begins to speak.
Yeah, nice. That's not bad.
Gain strength and endurance to reach the home of the elders.
Just want to make sure that we keep all this aggro. Alright, here's the little chest that we were looking at. Seeing if we can't ransack really quickly. Is this locked? Yeah, I thought it was locked.
Not bad. But not bad is not good enough.
Oh, I failed. Oh, but no cheers of like, yeah, you did it! You monster. Also, I believe this is trapped. It's locked and trapped. Why does my targeting keep getting undone? Sure. Disappointing, but sure. And now I think, assuming that we don't get red alerted, right, we can just run to the infight. I don't know, maybe we need to be better than not red alerted. Teleport Duder up here. Ravens don't have eyes. I feel like ravens should get color sprayed. Hi, Mr. NPC. Can I get a heal? Thank you. Yeah, I think this is going to be the quicker
It seems that the final resting
quicker
place of the
chest to
Orc
like play
Elders
with
is a
here, right?
watchful and hungry guardian.
Hey, show me your kidneys. Let's try a gear swap. Switch over,
Get
come
out
back.
there and finish the job, soldier.
It just doesn't last that long, does it? Whoa, bigger heals, thank you. Cabral often goes on about the birds being the most dangerous thing in DDO.
Do better.
Tell you, I'm feeling it right now. Alright, can I loot this chest without finishing? No, I can't.
You found what the initiate was sent to retrieve. The skull of an orc elder. Yeah, who was it that
All right.
sent the initiate to plunder this sacred
Let's...
site?
We got a little bit of shards. Let's reroll a little bit. Can reroll one more time, I think, and not feel guilty about it. Well... It's not the best. But, extra action boost is not the worst. Alright, that gives us 6 minutes left. Unfortunately, I think to do this, like to keep going, I would have to turn this quest in, ride back across and give it a second shot, which I think we can do in 6 minutes. At least that first chest. So why not? Let's try it. Again, I hate wasting like 6 minutes or something, 7 minutes or something. I'd rather take a shot on 2 chests. Is that you?
We do what we must to complete the mission.
Yep.
No regrets.
No regrets. That didn't seem very likely. So we did get close to the wire on that one. How am I liking epics? They're medium. I'm not a big fan. It's nice, though, to be able to play with people again. You know, a little bit more regularly. But also, most of my gear's, like, still level 15. You know, like, I'm still wearing the turncoat. A lot of the stuff doesn't really glue together yet. I think my rings are upgraded, though. I should probably go craft, like, some other things. Like, I should go craft a bigger intelligence item, stuff like that. But part of me is like, well, we're not that far away from farming up the gear, so... the other thing is, like, I do feel like in Reapers on solo, I'm a little... Some of the quests, anyway, I'm still a little undergunned. Maybe this one would be... Yeah, it's 34. Probably this one would continue to be a problem.
A groan from the nearby cot shows that this Orc Elder is alive, though not in any condition to receive guests.
I mean, just look how hard they're hitting.
Another target down. On to the next.
Right? If I didn't have the healer sitting here doing his thing, I would probably smoked.
I'm taking damage.
But at least our damage doesn't seem too bad. And I imagine with a little bit of gear work, we'll be okay. Come on, come on. Switch to our other gloves. I'd really like to get this door open before... I don't know why we have to... Surprised the healer there's actually healing. I'm not. I actually have a lot of good luck with the healers. You have to treat them like you would treat healer or hirelings. You can't think of them or treat them like you would a player. You have to
The dead feel no shame.
Stupid bird. Please come back to life. Alright, thank you. No, you don't have time for that. We have 2 minutes to finish this quest.
It seems that the final resting place of the Orc Elders has a watchful and hungry guardian.
Your companion
Oh, you
died.
gotta be shitting me. Really? We might die. And by might, I mean probably. Damn it. I really did not have time for this. We can't reach this shrine until this door's down, right? Oh, no, we can. Why did you just not throw us a heal, woman? Sitting here talking to people about how you're doing such a good job. Alright, we'll try this again. Haste boost.
Watch it! You're no good to me dead. Retreat.
When the birds come out, we're gonna hit the meld button. Jeez. There's the birds. There's always a champ bird. Yeah, we're not gonna get there. We have 50 seconds left to get this chest open. I mean, it's not zero chance, but it certainly is not really close. We might be okay, actually. We might just barely get there. Alright, 28 seconds.
We both know this will end in
The
violence.
initiate was sent to retrieve
Ready, soldier?
the skull of an orc elder. Yet who was it that sent the initiate to plunder?
Oh, we got it!
And why?
Boom! Boom! 15 seconds left on the clock. Boom. All right. Man, that's perfect. I did not expect that. I really thought we were going to end up getting Japoned right there. Woo! Mystical Michael, good morning. Like I said, that's kind of how I normally run. Kinda. Just like barely under the wire. Almost getting there. That was good. That was real good. Come back then. Just do it. Game's in a real good spot. Alright. So this goes here, I think. This goes off. This goes here. That means this is free. So now I have both our goggle slot and our bracer slot free. I bet we could figure out some way to quickly and easily glue that in there. I think your TR is already level 4. Lots of good quests. Lots of good quests. Alright, so that takes our int up quite a bit. So now, let's look at a little bit of gearing options. Just a little bit. Like maybe with the Cannith crafting. Other thing we need to do is we need to slap some trash into this loot. Which means we need some trash. Means we need some trash. How's the new content? Feywilds is not my personal favorite. It does not make the content not good. The problem is there's something in there that messes with my migraines and triggers things. And it's not all the quests either by any stretch. It's just some. And I'm not entirely sure what exactly it is yet. Oh, I need to take care of this also. Alright, so this is still a good one. This one seems to be relatively common. Those seem to be extremely common. This, I don't ever really imagine using this at the moment. This dagger's okay. That's okay. These things are good. What else did I thought I had at least one more piece of like junker gear here that we were okay with melting. I don't see anything else. So we're a little ways away from being able to add slots. So right now we have 3 slots that we could stick into our artifact here. Let me go see what I have in the junk bank, crafting bank down here. We have a random pair of goggles. What's it? Old double slotted goggles. There's a yellow, colorless and a yellow. I think this was also a colorless and a yellow. There's a green. Let's assume we need the colorless and the yellow. Alright, let's warm with these bracers also. Again, I don't know what exactly we're going to be doing, but we have to log out and log back in anyway, so we might as well fix all these things, right? Whatever, just get out of here. Alright, so if we're gonna do that, let's also grab if we have to log out and log back in, let's fix all these things at the same time, shall we? Anything else off the top of my head that catches my eye that needs fixed right away? I don't know why those are in there. Alright. So for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, they updated the augment system recently. And there's a script that runs when your character loads in to change old items to the new system. But that means that if you have some old stuff you have to that you want to use now, you have to log out, log back in. Doesn't mean that stuff that's slotted previously doesn't work, because that stuff works fine. But this does not have a XP gem in it. We should probably take care of that. I guess our artifact could take an XP item at 29. I don't know if I love that idea, but it's bound to character already. So that's probably the place to put it. Huh, I don't have a spare master handy. Okay, we'll deal with that in a second then, I guess. Let's see, there's a mantle. We may actually not have a voice. We don't actually have a voice. I haven't, I've been taking the... Huh, that seems odd. Alright, let's check over here. Nope. Alright, well, we'll pull up this one then. Don't think it's gonna hurt my feelings that much to de-slot that one. This will eventually need logged out, logged back in to slot it. But we're a little ways away from that. There we go. So that takes care of our XP item. And then let's go put the rest of this stuff back away. Let's pull up the CC planner. So the reason I kind of am interested in doing a little bit of handcrafted stuff here is just for the leveling up process. Glad we took the time to go ahead and upgrade some of these things for people too. So we have 2 pairs of things. So if I look at a pair of goggles, I guess we can look at it together. I put the page over here. And we look at goggles. We don't need intelligence anymore, but I think we need insightful intelligence. Don't know if we have accuracy, regular. No, this is still regular accuracy. Still regular accuracy. Some of our stuff is just not great. Alright, so we don't have any Seeker. We do have regular accuracy. Don't have any spell penetration. I don't know how much it matters. 6 more spell penetration over like a bunch of spot. Again, this is something that would, I kind of want to look to see where the minimum level is to make sense. So that is 5. I'm not loving this. So to get this big 29. Yeah, 29 is when the insightful switches to this. Is there an easier way? What was our... Not that I want to go farm this quest with an XP pot running. But we may just have to cut our losses on that last half an hour of the XP potion. Again, at some point we want this belt, but not necessarily right now. So who had the goggles? Why can I not find goggles? Should be right here, right? There are no goggles? Looks like there are no goggles. Something, I suppose. Click where you want to go, not backwards, Samus. This would not be the worst, actually. Maybe we should just go find a pair of these. For now. We don't currently have Manslayer. Farming Burke and Snarl's chest shouldn't be that big of a deal. The reason I wanted to just craft something was, again, to get that insightful intelligence. So maybe that's still just better. Maybe go 25 anyway. Just craft like a more generic intelligence item. Yeah, like this intelligence isn't going to be that great, but yeah, let's just do that. Oh yeah, I have a second tab open. Look at me, I have all the tabs. I just think that it's going to be more useful in the long run. Alright, so 25. Craft some ints. Nope, not this one. That one needed to stay. What? I don't have any logbooks. Grim and Barrett, Mask of Deception, Terminal Delirium. Alright. I'll have to remember that. Hey, here's a thing that needs brass sensors. That's sweet. Well, that kind of shoots my plan to farm that out, doesn't it? Alright, well I guess we're back to White Plume Mountain. The other thing we need to do is, let's look at the bracer slot really quickly. We did have a bracer slot for our big, let's just do it like this. While we're here, are we currently ghost touchy? So our boots are not really needed. We may not be ethereal right now. Oh yeah, we are because of the feet. The feet. I would not hate these. Maybe just everything we want. No, these are lost at sea. We have these. Right, we have these ready to go. Now it'd free up our trinket slot, sort of. Gear's such a weird jumble, man. Just trying to make yourself, like, not terrible while you're gearing up. That's why it's easy to make, or better to make, like, a real goal. Like a real plan. Or have no plan. One of the two. And just, like, throw stuff in based off of what you have. Let's just look at what we have again and see if we can't just throw some stuff in it. I don't know. We could go back to wearing the bracers of Twisting Shade all the time, which is, I think, reasonable for now to fill the slot. Literally don't have a pair of goggles, though. What goggles do we have? We have the Insightful Con, Insightful Dodge, hey, maybe we just put these back on for now. Seems real bad, but it's better than not having anything. Farming some stuff from Feywild may be the best in my opinion. I don't disagree with you. But I'm hoping to save all of that first time bonus, because I haven't done that yet. Hoping to save all of that for when Tobrel is free, so I can get, or people, so I can get the big Reaper bonus experience. So I'm like trying to get to the point where I can do some things, but still save all that first time bonus Reaper experience. I don't hate the idea of maybe. I don't know exactly what their plan is going to be. We did a couple of R10s. We did a bunch of R8s. So I'm just trying to be useful for right now. I did also threaten to Epic TR today. Yeah, if we did R10s, it would probably be with the mostly full group. Said we've been able to do like R8s a little bit lackey. But I don't disagree with your sentiment. I said we pulled up a gear list, not necessarily for this build, but a lot of my builds going forward. You will probably see a lot of Melee Pale Master Wizard builds in my future because it's where I like to play right now. So we think a 7-piece Autumn and a 4-piece Winter will make a lot of sense to assemble some things. So grab a lot of that summer set. Yeah, I need the... It says so worth it. I really would have to do a lot of digging. Have to do a lot of digging. Well, I tell you what, for now, let's put this in. Let's just abandon this last 30 minutes of XP potion. Because I'm not going to be doing a bunch of solo Reaper stuff, unfortunately. At level 30. And let's go check the werewolf chest. I believe. Freaking Snarl's chest. So let me double check the map and make sure that I know which one that is. That is the middle path. So let's go run through the middle path a little bit. So the winter set's nice for the hit points, and the big other set is good for a lot of the melee stuff, or not melee stuff, a lot of the spell casting stuff. So like between the two of them, you kind of get to glue a couple of things together. Some of your melee stuff's still a little bit lacking, but hopefully you can pick some of that stuff up by your handful of other slots. So yeah, and my personal preference for like builds are this is not the right White Plume Mountain, right? No, I guess it is. Alright. Legendary, Elite. Again, we're not probably going to complete. We're probably just going to go farm that one chest. Saving the first time completion bonus for when we have people.
At the foot of the stairs, a corpse greets you with an empty stare. Something is clutched in its hand. To the east lies a room filled with treasure. Inside, you can see the codex page sitting on a pedestal. But access to the treasure chamber,
I hope it's not a puzzle that makes me have to fight. Alright, sweet. Go moon! Come down.
a sword, a hammer, and a trident. A regal creature waits for you in the water. It meets your gaze with eyes filled with both sadness and wisdom. Greetings, challenger.
Alright, this is the Kelpie quest, right?
To administer your first test. Please approach. The Sphinx clears her throat and begins her challenge in a solemn tone.
Come here. Get out of the water. What are you doing?
My challenge is you. Answer true and you will have. Answer false, and your lives are now, on to me.
Come on, Kelpie. Alright, fine. Let's try to get the Kelpie back out of the water.
I've done my part. Get out there and finish the job, soldier.
Oh, yeah, you know, it'd also be good if I turned on the extra damages.
Blocking your way fades in a shimmer of light.
Just leave.
Adventure.
Right now, it's not doing anything, so we could just leave.
Two green
Don't have to kill her. Yeah, I always feel paranoid about leaving mobs behind. She's not that far away from dead. We'll get there in a second. All I need to do is run backwards for like 5 seconds and have something like walk over and wreck me because I left it behind. That is funny. Come here. Whoop.
I'm taking damage.
We're all taking damage, weapon. Hush. Are you guys that want to be blinded? Nope. Damage is not the worst. It's certainly not the best.
This strange spinning tunnel is slick to the touch and smells of oil. A running
I always have to like not look directly at this. Doesn't help that I'm looking at the smaller version either, but I guess it's a little better. We are going forward, right? Yeah, I think so. No? Yeah, we're going forward now. Alright, put the werewolf over here. This is why we came. Give me your kidneys. Please don't make me fight you in there. Please come around the corner. Alright, there we go. Hey, she turned around. Look at that. We missed our mostly harmless attack. Alright, so we are missing on a 6. Feels bad. Stunning blow, failure 1. It's taking all the damages. Alright, all the peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Boo. Did pick up an ancient text, so another ancient text. Perfect. So this is a bit of a twofer for us then. Ancient text and cracking something. And it gives us something to do here for a little bit. Yeah, I'm not usually a person to farm gear, but...
The gatekeeper's portal takes you to the bottom of a collapsed staircase somewhere deep
something
underground.
here.
At the foot of the stairs, a corpse greets you with an empty stare. Something is clutched in its hand.
You're also doing the Fey Buckler. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, I had some mixed review type things from people. Are you post level 20?
The treasure chamber is blocked behind 3 magical seals. Each seal
Or are you just doing heroics?
a
because you're post 20th. Okay.
I am required to administer your first test. Please approach.
Oh, you're pre-20 at the moment.
Sphinx clears her throat and begins her challenge in a solemn tone.
Yeah, apparently you have to kill them on this setting.
Answer true and you may pass. Answer
'Cause there's a force field there.
lies are forfeit. Now, hearken to me.
Okay. So I've had one person tell me that they really have been they struggled with it after level 20, but they also didn't follow the advice of doing quarterstaff or not quarterstaffs, daggers. They were using a rapier, which has much less double strike opportunity, which I think is where a lot of the pre-level 20 DPS comes from. Or the DPS in general, I think a lot of it comes from. I don't want to be shot with your shenanigans, please. Using the Shadow Blades. Yeah, I think I'll have to take a look at the new charisma stuff for the new tree. I imagine that will definitely make a big difference for not a whole lot of work.
Slick to the touch and smells of oil. A running jump at the start might be required to get through.
I just don't think they're as good as the daggers stuff for the double strike most of the time. Here, let's just both walk away from here. Why don't you actually go literally right here? It takes it a minute to like warm up, but I think they'll turn up overall to be very, very good. Yeah, see, precision works out better, I think, in the long run. Again, that build is balanced for my style of play, perhaps. I don't know. I'd have to look at the build again to see exactly where some of that stuff works out.
I'm taking damage.
We're all taking damage. So PA, power attack, and precision. Feel like I need more bluff.
Focus on the mission.
Yeah, getting some of the gear stuff's a little different. Like I said, I did my. I don't know if I did a real write up. I did a reasonable write up on that one, but I don't think I did like a big write up on it. Would you please walk slightly further away from this tunnel? This will work.
Blast it!
This guy's got kidneys, though. Oh, boo. Alright, this is the time. This is the one. So, what I ended up doing for spell power item was I actually ended up making a couple of the trinkets. I did a combination of just like crafted them on the way up, as well as I did the House Cannith crafted ones. I forget what they're called now. Yeah, I didn't look at like the level 30 or level 29 gear or anything like that.
The gatekeeper's portal takes you to the bottom of
Like I said, for me, the way it worked out best was that way.
At the foot of the stairs, a corpse greets you with an empty stare. Something is clutched in its hand.
Everyone's gear is going to vary, and I didn't have a master gear list.
To the east lies a room filled with treasure. Inside, you can see the codex page sitting on a pedestal. But access to the treasure chamber
That's why the quality is hard to pass up. Yeah, well.
Each seal bears
Is it
the
7?
symbol of a weapon.
It is 7.
A hammer and a trident. A regal creature waits for you in the water. It meets your gaze with eyes filled with both sadness and wisdom. Greetings, challenger. I am required to administer your
Yeah, again, from 1 to 20, I used my... I'm a big person, advocate, fan, whatever word you want to use. I like using my trinket slots as like the flex areas. So you don't always have to have your spell power item on if you're like feather falling, or... Which is why, like, for me, I do... This is a feather... It says feather falling. The other stuff doesn't really matter. Search item, etc. So, like, for me, that's just how I've always done things. Basically, is I use the trinket slot as like a flex slot. Other people use a ring, other people use various slots. For me, it's from the trinket. So, the idea of just crafting up a temporary spell power item is not a big deal in my world. But again, I also crafted up the... What's it called? The blasting chime. I think I did 2. I did a 15 and a 10. But I had parts basically laying around. I think I had to do like 1 quest or something.
This strange spinning tunnel is slick to the touch.
Spinning tunnel, spinning round.
Might be required to get through.
May have the shrine in the next one here. Yep, have a good one. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it. Said I'm probably not going to be on super long anyway today. I was hoping Tobrell would be around. He inferred that he would be. If he does, we might go a little later than I planned, but for now we're just kind of doing some little stuff. Oh, we should probably get a heal, huh? I hear getting healed is cool. I wonder if werewolves just don't have guts. We know they have nards, but do they have guts? Her damage is actually good if we get a thing stunned. Or at least reasonable if we can get things, oh, so many hairy trumpets. At least this, I guess, is probably food for the other item, another ancient text. That's good. A shrine really close by? Not that I can think of. Not that I can think of. Probably do one more without having to shrine though, I guess. Buy a sweet XP potion. We missed.
The gatekeeper's portal takes you to the bottom of a collapsed staircase somewhere deep underground. At the foot of the stairs, a corpse greets you with an empty stare. Something is clutched in its hand. To the east lies a room filled with treasure. Inside, you can see the codex page sitting
Ask
on the
your
post.
riddle.
But access to the treasure chamber is blocked behind 3 magical seals. Each seal bears
Oh, this is a
symbol of
different one. Is it also 7?
a hammer and a trident.
I guess
A
not.
regal creature waits
Guess
for
we're
you.
going down.
It meets your gaze with eyes filled with both sadness
We miss our adrenaline attack also. You can't miss an adrenaline attack? I certainly didn't see the damage. It was just a little baby attack. Oh, applies to the next one that hits. Okay, so it was just So yes, the attack that I meant for it to fire off missed, but then we hit the next one.
Hey, focus on the mission.
Anyway, good morning, Suma. We had one piece of gear come to us in a useful and timely manner, and now we're struggle busing here to
As you enter the room,
get another piece that we're kind of interested in.
forms emerge from the water with a splash.
In case you have not been. I was looking for something that would be worth hassle. So I'm looking for like the improved goggles from the werewolf chest for right now. It's not going to be great forever and ever, but it's good for now. I can it'll help contribute slightly more in bigger reapers here.
Not good.
So the restrictions for the farming right now are things that would be useful
This strange spinning tunnel is
not just now but in future lives, but also
start might be required to get through.
hey, why are we sliding? But also things that we can farm without completing quests. So we're kind of farming this up, or at least not quests that for first times. Give her a minute, see if she wants to walk over here. We could go out to the Feywild Explore area, but the Feywild tends to trigger my headaches. So when I go out to the Feywild, it's going to be with the people, maximizing my chances for that kind of stuff. Not going to bring on extra migraines for me screwing around.
I've done my part. Get out there and finish the job, soldier.
This is, I think, a significant enough amount of less damage. But it is firing off the other boost here. So we'll go bam, 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 bam.
Forward to working with you in the future.
It's a lot of swapping.
We could do better.
Why is this guy not showing me his kidneys? There he goes. Now he's showed us his kidneys again. Alright, this time for sure. Nope. Well, this is often my problem. When I don't have a very clear goal, I get bored. Alright, we need to go back and get things fixed up here. Get our data reset, etc., etc. Is this even any good? Could have just said no. Although, if it's poison and it scales... If it's poison and it scales, pass it on. Alright, I heard the dawn of the day resetting. So what else do we kind of have an interest in? So again, right now, our goggle slot is definitely our weakest link. There we go, now our artifact's at 2. So we could assemble a 2-piece or a 4-piece set now between this and the other one. Just don't know what we have that would be any good. I don't know how much longer we have on that particular chest either. Oh man, it's been a long morning already.
The gatekeeper's portal takes you to the bottom of a collapsed staircase.
A little bit more here. I might have an early day today, actually. If the goal that I wanted to do is not achievable, May just put today's stream aside and worry about it.
Lies a room filled with treasure. Inside, you can see
Try to have a bonus stream later, maybe.
But access to the treasure chamber is blocked behind 3 magical seals.
I haven't taken a day to go do anything on the bus in a really long time. Maybe today's that day.
A regal creature waits for you in the water. It meets your gaze with eyes filled with both sadness and
I don't know, we'll see.
greetings, challengers. I am required to administer your first test. Please approach. The Sphinx clears her throat and begins her challenge in a solemn tone.
Did you have to build a toilet this weekend after all? Well, start building a toilet this weekend after all.
And your lives are forfeit. Now, hearken to me. I begin. 1 sword and 20 blackbirds.
It's really taking some hits here. These brutes! Unhand thee! Ogre brute scum.
2 green and feminine forms emerge from the water with a splash.
Hey, focus on the mission.
I understand why I use a boost and it yells at me.
This strange spinning tunnel is slick to the touch. and
Spinning
smells
tunnel, slick
good. A
to
running
the
jump at
touch.
start might be required to get through.
In chest also, yeah. See, I don't want to complete. This angle actually is not that bad. Alright, so if I knock the other guy down, she does not. That's good to know. Doesn't wait to go cray cray, I guess is what I'm trying to say. No way, right? Her name is the... She is a red name. The other guy apparently is not red, just orange. Need more fortification bypass, I think. Good. I was really excited for a second. Although I guess we got some sentient experience, so all these things are good. Thousand sentient experience is good. For sure. That was not the worst. So we get to power up our ring a little bit more if we want it. yeah, I think that continues to be the best use of our time. This one's not special. So we're getting close. Getting close to having our ring charged up. Just from hitting that one chest. Again, not the most useful thing necessarily, but
The gatekeeper's portal takes you to the bottom of a collapsed staircase.
it's still
somewhere deep
good.
underground. At the foot of the stairs, a corpse greets you with an empty stare. Something is clutched in its hand. To the east lies a room filled with treasure. Inside, you can see the codex page sitting on a pedestal. But access to the treasure chamber is
I don't know the
blocked
answer
by
to this one.
3 magical seals. Each seal bears the symbol of a weapon, a sword,
So it's less than 7?
and a trident. A regal creature.
6. Alright. So one of them 7, one of them 6.
Eyes filled with both sadness and wisdom.
We did not summon our hireling.
I am required to administer your first test.
We definitely
Please.
would like to have our hireling.
The Sphinx clears her throat and begins
Some of these fights are long enough that we want her.
My challenge is a riddle. Answer true and you may pass. Answer wrong, and your lives are forfeit. Now, hearken to me. I begin. Double my number, less than score. Half of my number is less than 4. Add 1 to my double when neighbors are near.
Nope, not that button. Dang it.
Correct. The barrier blocking your way fades in a shimmer of light, and your adventure continues. As you enter the room, 2 green and feminine forms emerge from the water with a splash.
Oh, excellent. What's your character built around? Color spray. Sweet. What happens when you miss? We struggle bus. Seems less great. Took a negative level, huh? We're way down on hit points. Oh, a demon soul. Okay. Accept my fate. Picking up negative levels.
This strange spinning tunnel is slick to the touch and smells of oil. A running jump at the start might be required to get through.
And make life easier, we'll just make sure this guy goes down like this. Werewolf it up. Well, we definitely are feeling comfortable on this fight. I don't know about everything else, but I feel like we have this one under control. I tell you, you get used to having your haste boost going. When it's off, it feels bad. Get 'em, boys. Get 'em. Alright. This time, for sure. Another 1,000 sentience XP. I mean, I can't say no to that. Alright, well, it's about 1. I know it's a short stream today, and I know we didn't do anything important, but I think we'll take a little time. Might have an opportunity to come back a little bit later and do some other things. Where's this guy at? 500 away. I think we'll just crawl it there. I don't know what we're gonna do with this 1,000 experience points, but we'll figure out something. We do have plenty of sentience items now to fiddle with. But anyway, I think we're going to go ahead and call it an early day. The hope will be to come back a little bit later, get some bonus time in. But I'd like to... If I'm going to stay level 30, I'd like to have a group. And right now my group is not very active, so... We'll... shift some time around and try to come back for you guys a little bit later this evening. Everybody, peace, much love. We'll catch you guys on the flip side. See you hopefully later this weekend. Toodles.